Hello everyone, my name is Tom Boone.
And I'm Jessica Housley.
And we are currently volunteering in Tajikistan with VSO ICS.
We've been working alongside both Tajiks and Afghan volunteers.
We haven't only learned a lot about the Tajik culture, we have also learned a lot about the Afghan culture.
So we've seized the opportunity to ask one of our Afghan volunteers more about his culture.
We would like to share the knowledge that we've learned about Afghanistan with the people back home. Our mindsets about Afghanistan have completely changed during our time here, so hopefully from this interview you will learn more about Afghanistan. And now we would like to welcome you to our guest, Khalid Al-Meri.
Hello Tom, thank you so much and thank you for the brief introduction.
So Khalid, what have you enjoyed most about your time in Tajikistan?
Here in Tajikistan was really a great experience for me because I found it a totally changed place, and I belong to a different background, to a different culture, to a different place, and here it was totally different. So I found it really great. The people of Tajikistan are really sympathetic and kind. The lifestyle of Tajikistan is really amazing, and I've enjoyed here so far.
How did you find working with British and Tajik volunteers? Were there any challenges that you faced?
Working with the British and Tajik volunteers was a very unique and great experience because working with them I've learned a lot about their specialities, their cultures, their attitudes, their social norms, the way they live, the lifestyles of different nationalities. And yeah, I would say it was my very first exposure to be a part of any international community. So I was really excited and found it really great.
What are you most looking forward to about going back to Afghanistan?
And would try to deliver it to youngsters in my country, to young people who are studying in universities and colleges, the different learnings that I've learned here from GCDs, from CADs, community action days. So I'm looking forward to deliver my learnings back to the young people in my country.
I'll never forget the first time that we met each other. I remember the first question that you asked me was, how do you perceive my country? So in that case, Afghanistan. And the first thing that I said was war, as that is how Afghanistan is perceived in the media. And I remember your reaction, you were really shocked by my response. So how would you like your country to be perceived by international people?
That's really saddening the way media portrays my country, but indeed my country is a peaceful place to live at. Afghanistan is a country where people love education, where people love peace, a nation that loves hospitality, a nation that's having a rich and prestigious culture, a nation almost torn and affected by war, but still surviving. This shows how strong its people are, and the youngsters in my country are much more motivated, and they're working more and more to make this country better and perceive and show its positive image to the entire world. Afghan culture is very different in several aspects from the UK culture. Men and women do not sit together, they do not eat together until or unless they're strong family members. By strong family member, I mean like if a woman can eat with her uncle, her brother, husband or son, not far from this. So yeah, this is one major difference. The people of UK, for them it doesn't count at all, but for us it's a major thing. And more our lifestyle, our way of living is very much different from that of the UK one. If the guest comes, so women are at different room and males are at different. The male is supposed to serve the male and the woman serves the woman.
How do you feel about the inequality between women and men in your country?
Yeah, there's still a little bit problem exists with the women empowerment, because people still do not appreciate women's education. So until or unless there is no women education, so a country cannot progress. Women cannot take part into things, and that's how her role is neglected. So she stays all the time at home. So there's a very big difference of equality there. So yeah, I'm totally against it, and I hope so. This can just be changed if we educate our girls properly, the way we educate our sons, the boys.
Yeah. Do you feel like this is a problem which is developing, like it's changing, or do you feel like it's staying the same?
Before 2001, during the Taliban regime, there was no women education. There was complete ban on girls' education. Women could not go to school. So just imagine a nation's progress was halted or stopped because women could not go. There were no women teachers, women doctors. So everything was like male-dominated society. So yeah, there was a very big difference.
So what are the reasons why people don't appreciate girls' education in Afghanistan? Is it religious reasons or is there something else behind it?
No, I would say it's not totally the religious reason. It's a very misconception about the religion, because religion Islam very much focuses on the education of both male and women. Even in Quran it's mentioned that women and men should equally get education because it's obligatory upon them, it's compulsory for them. But yes, these are the people, the social norms that do not allow the girls to go out. Like being a male, a boy can never ever tolerate her sister going in between boys to get education, going in boys and boys passing preposterous comments over her. So they do not tolerate such things, and they cannot change the society, the mindset of people. So they just simply tell their sister or daughter to stay home, not go to school, not go out, because the situation is not proper for it. This is changing, but this change would take a lot of time because it's not a matter of one day to be solved up, because people are feeling the need of women in every aspect of life. Because back in our culture, our families prefer a female to be concerned by a female doctor, not to a male. So if they do not allow their daughters to get education, there are no female doctors, no teachers. So they felt the need that yes, in every aspect, in every field of life, we need women. So now a little bit, I wouldn't say like totally, a little bit the mindset of people is getting changed, and they're educating their sons and daughters equally.
Afghanistan could learn from different countries. So, and obviously the women here, they all go to university, they all get educated. So is this something that Afghanistan may look towards and go, okay, like the women here are doing it like this, maybe we can like take something from them and take it into our culture?
I don't think so they would copy the lifestyle or the way of living of any other country, but yeah, they would feel the need of educating a woman because it's an important pillar of our society. And secondly, you said about the lifestyle and dressing of women, so it's really much different from here, from Tajikistan and our country. In our country, all the women are all covered, and mostly preferred to be fully covered, just eyes visible. So in our country, that things happen.
The clothes that the women wear in your country, is it that they want to wear them or they feel they have to wear them?
It's both. They want to wear, and because of the society, the culture, they have to wear that as well.
So so if they wore modern clothing, like what we'd associate modern clothing to be, how would they get seen as in the public?
They will not be appreciated, even they would be cursed, because Afghanistan is an Islamic country, Islamic Republic, and religion Islam does not allow women to wear such clothes. And second thing is that it will not be appreciated by the society, because that's against the culture. The dress code of the culture is something else, and if they are adopting any other Western style of living, so that is not appreciated and that's looked down.
The war. So how has the war affected your country?
Yeah, war had really badly affected our country, leaving the country destructed in every sense and in every field of life, whether that's education, that's health, that's progress, that's economy. In every field of life, we remain backward. But yeah, after 2001, the country is changing a little bit. Girls' education is appreciated. New girls' schools, universities are built. I was reading an index the previous year with admissions, 33% of the total admissions were girls, which is indeed a very high rate. Out of 133% of girls got education, a nation where there was no concept of such things, and women enrollment gets into education. That's the best thing. Second thing, we've got our own Afghan National Army, Afghan police, which are really well equipped. They're very patriotic and keen to do their duties wholeheartedly. Health condition is improving. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's improving, because a nation that has suffered war for decades and decades, so how can it produce good doctors or surgeons? For sure it can't, because there is no education. So that's the reason Afghanistan lack good medical facilities and treatment facilities. So that's why the most of the population, they travel to neighboring countries like India, Iran, and mostly to Pakistan for treatment.
So even though your country has been in war for several years now, has your country seen development? So like you said, in the educational system and the medical system, have you seen a lot of progression over the past 10 years?
Yeah, there's a very good progress coming up from the previous years, because the country felt the need of all these things, and they think these are the important aspects of a society. Until or unless the nation's new generation is not healthy, they cannot get education, and if they cannot get education, how they can serve the nation back? So that is a need they're feeling, and these are the the main aspects and the basic fundamentals of a society. They need to fix these things and work on it. So yeah, they are progressing.
So what is the opinion of America and Britain, considering that they're fighting in Afghanistan?
Of people, two mentalities. One is that they are totally against the foreign troops working in Afghanistan because they think that they have invaded and occupied our country and we are living in slavery. That is the one perspective of the people. They are fighting against them. The second is that yeah, they are supportive towards them. They appreciate the ISAF and all the troops because they think that this is our war and they are here to fight it with us, fight it for us and make the country a better place. So there are two different mindsets in thinking.
I would just like to say thank you for changing my mindset on Afghanistan. Like before I came here, I just thought it was a war within the country and I didn't know anything better, but after talking to you and learning everything that you had to share, that my whole mindset to Afghanistan has completely changed. So saying that, if you have one positive message you'd like to share with the rest of the world about your country, like what would it be?
Like a country that has faced too much destruction, war, fight and everything, still the people are really motivated and they are happy to call it home, a country where they would love to live. So I would tell the people that yes, Afghans are really patriotic and yeah, the destiny of this nation is going to be changed because the youngsters are much motivated and these are the youngsters upon whom the hopes of millions are dependent upon and they can be the agents of change. So yeah, I'm sure our country would progress and I would tell the people, request the people to pray for its betterment and development, and I wish one day Afghanistan can stand in the line of developed countries around the world and it is recognized as a developed state and people come to visit it as tourists and for everything. So that's my ultimate wish and I would tell people to support us in all these things.
Okay.
To do is help people back in the UK understand a little bit more about Afghan culture, and I hope that your mindsets have been changed towards this country just like ours have. So again, thank you Khalid for your time.